This is Jack Jackson back with some more look into the angle side condition for triangles. So in this particular video we're going to look at some examples where we're given some specific numbers for angle, and side, and you're supposed to construct the triangle yourself using your protractor and your ruler. Okay, you shouldn't need a compass on this one, just a protractor and a ruler, and then measure the additional things, the additional unknown side lengths, and figure out what they are. So here's an example where A is 45 degrees, B is 30 degrees, and A is 7 centimeters. And let's go through the steps here. So the first thing you're going to do is actually compute the other angle, because it's very difficult, as we saw in our last video, to try to do this by hand directly with an AAS. But ASA was pretty easy. And of course, because of the triangle angle sum theorem, once we know two angles, we can figure out the third one. So we take 180 degrees minus the angle A minus angle B. See, angle A is 45, B is 30. Together that's 75 degrees. Subtract that from 180, and you get 105 degrees for the angle C down here. Now, to actually construct it, you're going to start by drawing segment BC anywhere you want, but use your ruler to make it whatever length A is supposed to be. So let's label that as A, which is our 7 centimeters. Next, use angle B, which is next to this. Remember, the angle A is opposite A, so A is going to be maybe up here somewhere. We got B is here at B and C is at C. We've got the angles on each side. So we'll take the one that's listed next to it, the 30 degrees, and make that at one end. Then the one we computed, 105 degrees, put that at the other end. And then where those two rays can cross, and they should only cross once, that's going to be the way you complete the triangle. So let's go over those steps again. So we're going to start by computing the other angle, and that's just a computation using the triangle angle sum theorem. So take 180 degrees minus the two angles. Of course, if you're in radians, pi radians minus the other two angles. Then you use your ruler to draw the length, and then we're going to construct the angles on each end of that. One of the angles on the end is the one that's next to it, angle side, the second angle in the side. So it's that second angle that you put there. Then it's the computed angle at the other end, and then where those two rays cross, there's your completed triangle. Okay, so now what I want you to do is I want you to do this process yourself, and we're going to practice here. So let's draw a 25 degree 87 degree 4 centimeter triangle. Notice that's not the same thing as, say, a 25 degree 4 centimeter 87 degree triangle. These are two different things. This is the angle side situation. This is the angle side angle situation. And they're different because in this case these two here have to be opposite. Whereas down here, these are in between. Okay, I don't want this one. I want this one up here. Okay, because right now we're in the angle side condition. So what you want to do now is get your protractor out and your ruler out. You're going to construct this on your own paper, and then when you come back, you're going to pause the video, go and construct it on your own paper, and then come back and check it against the construction here. So whenever we're done, yours should look like the one here. Now, by the way, we know it's possible because these two angles add up to less than 180 degrees. So there is a possible triangle here. In fact, there's only one, meaning you'll have one on your paper, I'll have one on the screen here, but they will match up. They will look the same, and they will measure the same for the additional measurements. So go ahead and do that now, and then we'll come back and check here in a minute. Press pause now. Okay, well, we come back, and we should be able to now take this and make this angle into 27 degrees, I think it was, wasn't it? no, 25 and then 87. Okay, so 25 here, and then 87 here, and then we double click on that, and I believe it was 4 centimeters. So your triangle should look like this, and here are the additional measurements. The first thing you should have done is compute the other angle to be 68 degrees, and then you should also, after you've computed that other angle, then use it to help you draw the triangle. So you're going to draw the A here then of 4 centimeters. On one side do the B. You can choose the right or left side, but whatever one we label B, that's going to be angle B, 87, and then angle C is the one you computed at 68 degrees. The 25 degrees is up here at the top opposite the side A. And it turns out B is 9.45 centimeters and C is 8.78. So you should have measured this at about 9.5 and about 8.8. Now you have some homework on My Math Lab, and to get that homework correct, you're going to have to be able to, well, compute the angle exactly, but then you're going to be able to compute. You're going to have to be able to draw this thing in such a way that you can make your measurements be accurate within 1/10 of a centimeter. Okay, let's try one more. Same thing, one more time. So we need an angle, and a side in that order. Okay, 125 degrees, 47 degrees. No, let's not do that. Let's do 125 degrees, 22 degrees, and 6 centimeters. Okay? Go ahead and do that one. Come back and check your work after you're done. Press pause now. Okay, you're back. Let's put these numbers in. You actually start by constructing this 6 centimeters here. Get the blue one right. Then you'll do the one next to it, which was the 22 degrees. You'll get that right. And then the next thing you'll do is you actually compute, well, we'll enter the number here for the other one, which was 125. But you'll actually compute the other angle to be 33 degrees. So 125 plus 22, that's 147. Subtract that from 180, that leaves 33 for the other angle. And so when you draw this, you're going to draw your 6 centimeters. You'll draw your angle here, 22 degrees, your other angle here at 33 degrees. And where the two sides meet, boom, there's your point A. And you just measure these sides, these other sides and angles. Let's see here, this one is B. B here is the green one, about 2.7, and you should have got about 4.0 or 3.99 for C. Okay, if you need more practice in this, remember you can come back to this sketchpad sketch and check your work. You can see what the thing's going to look like to scale, and you can also it'll also tell you what the measurements are. But you need to be able to do some of these on your own as well, of course. That concludes angle, side. We're going to go on now next to look at side, angle.